From the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, it's time for Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl.
Welcome to the Collins Aerospace Studio here at the Nordloff Center. I'm Greg Peterson, and this is Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl. We've got a couple teams in the matchup today that are wearing red, and it's the 8th time in the competition for both of them. But if we're going to tell them apart, we need to meet them first. So we'll start with the Morrison Mustangs. Quinn, you're the captain. Let's meet you and your team.
Yeah, we've got Gunnar and Logan and Sam.
Nice to meet you. And on the Forreston side, again, also year 8, again, also in those red polos, Danica, let's meet you guys.
Yep, to my right is Jada, to my left is Colton, and to my far left is Thomas.
Nice and simple. Let's make it a little bit more complicated by asking you a bunch of questions. We start off with round 1. That's the buzz-in round, which is powered, as always, by IBEW Nika. We're on the buzzer here. 10 points for each right answer. Here we go. What character, whose alter egos include Joe Cool and a World War I flying ace who rivals the Red Baron, that's Quinn,
Snoopy.
is right. What woman who joined an expedition while carrying her son Jean-Baptiste Sharp, that's Thomas.
Sacagawea.
That's a really nice buzz. Sacagawea is right. Corruption in what country's state-owned oil company led to Operation Car Wash, which implicated former President Dilma Rousseff? That's Gunnar.
Venezuela.
Incorrect, and I was done with the question. And that's time. It's Brazil. Next question. What German-born composer worked with Charles Jennens on an oratorio that includes For Unto Us a Child is Born and the Hallelujah chorus, Messiah? Gunnar?
Handel.
Is right. What English physicist lends his name to the type of scattering of light that causes the sky to appear blue? That's time, I'm afraid. That's Lord Raleigh, or Rayleigh, it's spelled actually. What singer who guested on Girl in Red's song, You Need Me Now, released the album Short and Sweet and says to, that's Quinn.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Is correct. Next question. In 1999, Irish author Seamus Heaney produced a lauded translation of what epic about a hero who comes to the aid of Hrothgar? Gunnar?
Beowulf.
Is correct. What dwarf planet was visited by the Dawn spacecraft, is located in the asteroid belt, and is named, that's Thomas?
Pluto.
Sorry, no. And is named, Gunnar?
Ceres.
Is correct, yes. What team used a controversial 1982 kickoff return, known simply as The Play, to defeat rival Stanford, whose marching band was out on the field? That's time. That's Cal or Cal Berkeley. Good video if you ever want to see a trombone player get tackled. What city, whose baseball team drafted Ken Griffey Jr. and Alex Rodriguez, is on Puget Sound and is home to Pike Place Market and the Space Needle? That's Gunnar.
Seattle.
Won the buzzer race there, yes. In the genetic code, the start codon AUG encodes what amino acid that, like cysteine, contains sulfur? That is Sam.
Guanine.
Sorry, no. That's time. It's methionine. What man who commissioned Otto Griesing to design the low-cost Volksempfänger radios was the Reich Minister of Propaganda in Nazi Germany? Gunnar.
Joseph Goebbels.
Yes. The statesman Pericles lost his life in what type of disaster that devastated Athens beginning in 430 BC? At the time, it was a plague, actually. What American painter of the Sky Above Clouds series is renowned for landscapes featuring animal skulls and flowers set in the American Southwest? Gunnar?
Georgia O'Keeffe.
Is right. Thought about it for a while, but got there. In what state did Governor Maura Healey visit the site of a July 2025 fire that killed 9 people at an assisted living facility in Fall River? That's Sam?
California.
Incorrect. Danica?
Florida.
And no, it's Massachusetts on that one. And that is the round. So Morrison off to a hot start with 80. Forreston, plenty of time left to play and 10 points already. So we'll see you for our next round right after this. Welcome back. It's time for today's volleyball round, where instead of being all alone on the buzzer, these students are going to get to collaborate with their teammates. Still at a relatively fast time pace, though. Forreston nursing a little bit of a deficit here, but you got the first question coming your way. Good luck, both teams. Here we go. Forreston. An Italian nobleman shows off a bronze statue of Neptune and a portrait painted by Fra Pandolf in what dramatic monologue by Robert Browning?
No answer.
That's called My Last Duchess. Morrison. What leader who gave the Tryst with Destiny speech on the eve of his country's independence served as the first Prime Minister of India? That's time. That's Nehru there. Forreston, what 14th century Moroccan traveler who recorded his observations in the Rihla journeyed as far as China?
Marco Polo.
No, it's Ibn Battuta is the Moroccan one. Morrison, what insect, known as Pediculus humanus capitis, feeds on human scalp blood, lays nits that attach to hair shafts, and spreads by head-to-head contact?
Lice.
Yes. Forreston, what disease that can cause post-herpetic neuralgia is caused by reactivation of the varicella zoster virus that also causes chickenpox?
Smallpox.
No, it's shingles if you get it later. Morrison, what author who wrote about kidnappers who returned their captive in The Ransom of Red Chief used twist endings in stories like The Gift of the Magi?
Faulkner.
Sorry, no, I saw the light go on in your head, but oh, Henry there.
Oh my God.
Forreston, Van Cliburn was the first American to win the International Tchaikovsky competition for what musical instrument?
Piano.
That's right. Morrison, what regnal name was shared by the English king who overthrew Roger Mortimer and won the 1346 Battle of Crecy, and his son, known as the Black Prince?
Henry.
No, those were Edwards.
Oh.
Forreston, what Chinese dynasty was founded by the Hongwu Emperor, sponsored the voyages of Zheng He, and succeeded the Yuan dynasty?
The Ming Dynasty.
Is right. Morrison, what country, which is home to the underground aqueducts at the Khanate of Gazebe, contains Persepolis, the ancient capital of the Persian Empire?
Iran.
Yes. Forreston, what best-selling drug, a GLP-1 agonist used for diabetes and weight loss treatment, is now making over $3 billion a month for Novo Nordisk?
Ozempic.
Yes. Morrison, Dr. Bernard Rieu notices that a disease has entered the Algerian city of Oran in what novel by Albert Camus?
A Long Walk to Water.
No, this is the creatively named The Plague.
Oh.
Forreston, what quantity is time-dependent in rheopectic and thixotropic fluids, is measured in units of poises, and corresponds to a fluid's resistance to flow?
Viscosity.
Is right. And that's the round. So we have a couple very round scores here, 100 for Morrison and 50 for Forreston, but we're gonna stop caring about points and play for some food right after this.
In 2004, what baseball team broke an 86-year championship drought and plays their home games in Fenway Park in Massachusetts?
It's time for our Bergstrom bonus question, which is sponsored by GameStar Arcade in Durand. We've got one question on the buzzer here. There are no points at stake, but you've got a pizza and ice cream party coming your way if you're first in on the buzzer and your answer's right. Here we go. In 2004, what baseball team broke an 86-year championship drought and plays their home games in Fenway Park in Massachusetts? Gunnar.
The White Sox?
Sorry, no. And Jada?
The Red Sox.
The Boston Red Sox is right. So tough luck there, Gunnar, but Forreston, you have that party at GameStar Arcade coming your way. We have lightning rounds coming your way right after this. See you in a moment. It's time for today's lightning rounds. You'll notice that's 100 to 50 right now. Well, 100 is the amount of points that each team could get in this round alone. So we've got a lot of points that are about to start flying around the shop here. Morrison, you're going to have your pick of these 3 categories. Multiples of 10, classic film quotes, woman writers.
Multiples of 10.
Okay. I have flavor text, and it consists of me telling you, give these multiples of 10.
Oh, yes.
Minute on the clock, here we go. The number of winks in a full night's sleep.
Pass.
The number before day fiancé in a TLC reality series.
90.
Yes. Years in a war ended by the 1648 Peace of Westphalia.
100.
No. Decimal equivalent of the Roman numeral LX.
Pass.
Number of years of solitude in a Gabriel Garcia Marquez novel.
100.
Yes. Downing Street address number of the British Prime Minister.
10.
Yes. Number of items in 4 score.
40.
No. Number of years celebrated by a golden anniversary.
Pass.
Atomic number of ytterbium.
Pass.
Number of faces of an icosahedron.
20.
Yes. Number of winks in a full night's sleep.
30.
No. Decimal equivalent of the Roman numeral LX.
60.
Yes. Number of items, no, I already did that one. Number of years celebrate, and we're out of time anyway. So my stumble at the end there doesn't matter, but you did get 5 of those for 50 points. That means that there are 5 more coming over here. You've got 30 seconds. Again, you are giving these multiples of 10. Here we go. Number of winks in a full night's sleep.
0.
No. Years in a war ended by the 1648 Peace of Westphalia.
7.
No. Number of items in 4 score.
12.
No. Number of years celebrated by a golden anniversary.
50.
Yes. Atomic number of ytterbium.
100.
No. And that is time, and also you've taken shots at everything. The number of winks, that's just an old saying of 40 winks being a good night of sleep. Then we have the 1648 Peace of Westphalia. Well, that war started in 1618. It's the 30 Years' War rather than the 100 Years' War, which does exist but is different. A score is 20, so 4 score is 80. And then ytterbium, at a certain point, you're just kind of ballparking where that would be on the table. That's atomic number 70. So 50 and then 10 stolen. And now, Forreston, you get your pick of classic film quotes or woman writers.
Classic film quotes.
Okay. Given a pre-1980 film and a quote, just give me the word that's missing. So again, you're filling in the blank, and all of these films are from before 1980. Minute on the clock, here we go. The Godfather, I'm gonna make him an offer he can't blank.
Refuse.
Yes. The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like blank.
Home.
Yes. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, elementary, my dear blank.
Monson.
Yes. Casablanca, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful blank.
Pass.
It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his blank.
Wings.
Yes. Apocalypse Now, I love the smell of blank in the morning.
Coffee.
No. Cool Hand Luke, what we've got here is a failure to blank.
Communicate.
Yes. Psycho, a boy's best friend is his blank.
Dog.
No. On the waterfront, I could have been a blank.
Pass.
Gone with the wind, I'll never be blank again.
Pass.
Casablanca, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful blank.
Relationship.
No. On the waterfront, and that is time. But you got 5 of those as well, so well done there. Again, Morrison, it's all of these films are from before 1980, and given a quote, I need you to fill in the blank with the missing word. 30 seconds on the clock, here we go. Casablanca, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful blank.
Life.
No.
Okay.
Apocalypse Now, I love the smell of blank in the morning.
Napalm.
Yes. Psycho, a boy's best friend is his blank.
Knife.
No. On the waterfront, I could have been a blank.
Sailor.
No. Gone with the wind, I'll never be blank again.
Hole.
No. And you've taken shots at everything, so there you go. Casablanca at the end, talking to the corrupt cop, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship, is the quote. So right there with relationship. Psycho, I see what you're doing with Knife. A boy's best friend is his mother in that movie. On the waterfront, I could have been a contender. And Gone with the Wind, I'll never be hungry again.
Okay, got it.
So if I'm not mistaken here, absolutely identical performances on the lightning rounds, 50 with 10 stolen on both rounds. So we've got ourselves a nice close game going into that final challenge, and we'll see you for that right after this. Welcome back. We've got a tight game here, and it's time for the final challenge, which is brought to you by Rockford University. We're back on the buzzer here, except this time, every single right answer is going to be 20 points right there. These scores are going to move fast. Here we go. What conic section can be made by graphing a relation of inverse proportions, such as y equals 1 over x? That's Danica.
Asymptotes.
Nope. And I was done with the question. Quinn?
Parabola.
No, it's a hyperbola. Next question. What peninsula, whose rivers include the Douro and Tagus, is bordered on the north by the Pyrenees and contains the countries of Spain and Portugal? That is Sam.
Iberian.
Yes. What region, whose name comes from the Maasai for endless plains, is an ecosystem in Tanzania and Kenya that features an annual Great Migration? Gunnar.
The Serengeti.
Took a while, but you got there. Yes. What letter can refer to atomic subshells that can hold 6 electrons each and is the atomic symbol of a light-giving non-metal used in many matches? Danica?
S.
No. And I was done with the question. Quinn?
P.
Yes. The element in question is phosphorus. What president's appointment of so-called midnight judges near the end of his tenure led to the landmark case Marbury, that's Colton?
John Adams.
Is right. Nice job. What composer, nicknamed the Red Priest, wrote the contest between harmony and invention, whose first 4 violin concertos are called the Four Seasons? Danica.
Vivaldi.
Is correct. What 17th century Italian artist sculpted the Fountain of the Four Rivers and the Ecstasy of St. Teresa? That's time. That's John Lorenzo Bernini. What name was shared by the clergyman from Norcia, who wrote a widely used rule for monks, and by the Pope, who succeeded John Paul II in 2000? That is Gunnar.
Benedict.
Is correct. What American author of the Drum Taps poems opened another poem with the line, "Out of the cradle endlessly rocking"? That's time. That's Walt Whitman on that one. Next question. Left untreated, infection by what virus, which uses GP120 envelope glycoproteins to attach to CD4 positive helper T cells, ultimately develops into AIDS? Jillian.
HPV.
Nope, sorry. Gunnar?
HIV.
Yes. What state was devastated by the 1964 Good Friday earthquake, which affected cities like Whittier on Prince William Sound? Gunnar?
Maine?
No, sorry. Danica?
New York.
No, we're north here, but we're all the way out in Alaska. What novel, which ends as the title character's smile astounds Govinda, was written by Hermann Hesse about an Indian ascetic influenced by the Buddha? Gunnar?
Siddhartha?
Is correct. And that is the game. 280 to 150 in favor of Morrison. Very well played game all around here, Forreston. I think you guys were just a little slower on the buzzer, but the knowledge was there. Morrison, that's a good win over a good team. Very well done. We'll see you later in the competition, and we'll see all of you next week.